Alright guys, yeah, welcome to another video. Not a good one, unfortunately, for the car anyway. Yeah, basically, driven it today. I'm not gonna lie, I'll keep it honest. I did hear a little noise, like a loud kind of ticking on, you could tell it was rotational. Each revolution, I'm assuming, obviously. So I did suspect the Cambelt tensioner. Yeah, so I'm taking it to my mate's garage to get it looked at, just to confirm what I'm thinking, and obviously either leave it there or book it in and obviously don't drive it. Yeah, and I'm away there. I did stop, but it was en route, completely en route. Pulled up, stopped the car. It was normal. It was making that noise still on idle that I could hear. And then I've gone to pull off. I've put it into first. I've reached for second, and then it's just made like loud injector noises, basically, is all I can describe it as. So yeah, it's done that, and it's just shut off. It's cut itself off. Before anybody says that I should have turned it off myself, 100% understand. It did it. It must have turned itself off within, God, probably a couple of seconds, basically, if that. I was just about out of the space that I pulled into to lay by. So yeah, so I'm just letting you know, obviously, the ups and downs of it. It's looking like, well, it is an interference engine. The belt hasn't broken. I thought it had broken, to be honest. That was literally exactly all I thought. I thought, oh, the belt's definitely 100% broken. Because otherwise, why would it cut out? I'm assuming it's cut out because it's all out of time and everything now, but they are an interference engine, so the tolerances are quite high in that engine. So that apparently, even if they're like a tooth out, somebody might correct me, hopefully they do, you'll be getting updates as we go. So this will literally only be a short video. I was going to string them all together, but it's literally going to be, for all I know, it could be a few months. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, if it is that long, obviously you're just not going to see a video for months, because obviously nothing at all will be happening with the car. Up until it's fixing point, obviously. So yeah, where was I? Going off track in my head then. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, yeah, so I'll update you as we go along, obviously. Hopefully the next time I speak to you will be slightly better news. Maybe not, to be honest. It might just be confirming what I'm thinking, because what I'm thinking is the valves would have been, apparently they don't bend as such, they more end up shortening because they've gone into the cam. At least some of them will have done. More than likely smashed the lifters, as I said just now, due to the fact the tolerances are quite high, because it is an interference engine, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that. So obviously I've had it recovered. Yeah, I've had it recovered back to my street, where I live, and I've had a look under the timing belt cover, sorry, which is why I know that it's not broken. Which I was pleased about at first. I thought, oh, that'll be alright then. But as I say, anyway, since that I've realised I'm hearing that the tolerances are particularly high, so it's got to have done some damage, and at the very least we should be taking the the rocker cover off. But it's a difficult one because it's not really one that I should be doing myself, obviously, because I'm hoping that I can't get it under warranty as such, like an extended warranty, but it will be offer. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I've bought the car 2 months ago. So I should have all the comeback in the world, and I've actually spoken to the garage themselves already. I spoke to Audi just on the off chance. They did suggest that there might be a possible goodwill thing in there, because at the end of the day, it's Audi's brand. The car's on 101,000 miles currently, and it's not due on these engines for until 140k. A lot of people know in the trade that you should change them around 100k, so genuinely I was going to be changing it anyway. Obviously I wish I'd have done it when I first thought about doing it, but obviously that's one of those things, isn't it? That's life. But yeah, so yeah, the next thing is it's typical, I'm on my 4 on again tomorrow, so for 4 days nothing will be happening, so there'll be no update for 4 days. So it'll be on my first or second day off, it's looking like. I just at this stage need to be, I feel like I need to be haggling with the garage that sold me the car, but I shouldn't really feel like I'm haggling. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but I kind of feel like I am. So you never know, if he does the right thing, then like legally as well, then he will just have to accept the car back into his hands, make sure no foul play, which is fair enough. Obviously I know that hasn't been, so that's fine. And then just decide whether he wants to give a full refund for the car or repair the car. The repairs, I would say, if it's smashed up the head and he can get some parts, you know, just replace what needs replacing, then I'm saying all this, but actually I still don't know, but I imagine it's going to be less than replacing the block, because the block is between 50 and 102,000 £102,000 for a used block. A recon one I think is around 2.5 grand from what I'm looking at so far. And then labour wise, I don't know. I mean, that's the difference with changing the block itself. Labour wise, it might even out, or it might be less than doing a load of head work and stripping it down in investigative work and things like that. So it might, for me personally, if I was paying for it, I'd rather just go for a new block, use all my parts potentially if I have to, and then just swap it over. And then I know for a fact that's pretty much going to be, I'd say no more than 2.5 grand. That's more bottom price. I'd say no more than 3 grand, I'd say. So yeah, sorry, my arm's aching like crazy, if you can see the shaking. Plus it's been a mad day. Sorry, I went completely off track there as well, didn't I? Sorry, I was saying about Audi. Long and short of it is they're not going to, they said that they would have, just believe it or not, so that's gutting as well, to be honest with you. If it had full Audi service history, it's got full service history, mind, but not full, and not from Audi, sorry. They're claiming that they would have honoured a goodwill gesture, which would have been a huge one, to be fair, and they would have supplied and fitted a new block, which is typical. But anyway, they are backing completely out of anything. I even spoke to the service manager, spoke to Audi UK. Yeah, nothing they can do. I was kind of clutching at straws there anyway, to be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, part of me thinks, just to speed up the process a little bit, get me mate at the garage to investigate it and see from there. because he'll take, you know, he'll take the rocker cover off and check it out for smashed up parts and things like that. But on the other hand, I should probably just pass the car off straight back to the garage. So yeah, unfortunately, it's, I don't know if any of you have had this sort of issue. For me, at the minute, it's a bit doom and gloom. Do you know what I mean? So I'm feeling like, yeah, I'll just be getting back in an E46. But I worked hard to get the car. And so I do want to get the car, and obviously I want to keep the car. One sec, the door's ringing. Yeah, all right, anyway, where was I? Just the outro, to be honest. That was my pizza, if anybody wondered. Even though I should be going to bed. But yeah, anyway, possibly tell by my face. But yeah, not a good day at all. That does leave me on foot. But that's not relevant to the video or the car. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next one, and I will 100% update you. It'd be a shame not to document it for myself as well. Yeah, I'll let you know. Like and subscribe.